students from IS, IR, IH, IK, IA, and IB. Okay. All right. The reason why we are gathered here, okay, on GMeet, okay, is for me to brief you on our speaking test, okay, which is going to be formally carried out, okay. It's going to be scheduled, okay, and the schedule will later be given to your parents, okay, to let them know that this thing is going to start next week, okay. We'll start our speaking test for trial, yeah, next week, okay. All right. Okay, still people coming in. Okay. Before I go into the details, maybe we can have a look at the overall idea of speaking test, yeah? Okay, can you see this?
Yes, teacher.
Yes.
Okay, all right, thank you. Okay, so this is the speaking test format, okay, for SPM, all right? Your speaking test will give you 25% of your overall marks for SPM, yeah? So you know you have 4 papers for SPM, paper 1, paper 2, paper 3, and paper 4. Speaking test is 1119/3. That is your paper 3, and that will give you 25%. Okay, there are 3 parts in your speaking paper, which is part 1. Part 1 is going to be interview. Okay, part 2 will be individual long term, and part 3 will be discussion task. Okay, I'm not going to go deep into these 3 parts because I am very sure that your teacher has done this in class with you. All right, so this is very briefly. Okay, how you are going to be given marks. Okay, okay, how marks are given here. More people coming in, hold on. Okay. Okay, I'm sure you are all very familiar with the speaking test since you have actually set for your speaking test during PT3 speaking test, yeah. So it's quite similar to PT3 speaking test. You are going to have me as your class teacher, yeah, your English class teacher as the interlocutor, the one who will be asking you questions, and you'll be having another teacher. Okay, for SPM it will be another teacher from another school, but for this trial examination it's going to be another teacher from our school. Okay, all right, from 5 teacher who's going to be the assessor. Okay. It's quite difficult for me to show this at the same time to admit people in. Okay, all right. Okay, yeah. Okay, so again, your class teacher will be the interlocutor. My goodness. Okay. Your class teacher will be the interlocutor and another teacher will be the assessor. Okay, so these are how marks are given. Okay, hopefully no one wants to come in now. Okay, the assessor will be giving marks, okay, in the areas of grammar. The aspects, yeah, the aspects you are given marks by the assessor are grammar, okay, vocabulary, and communicative competence. Okay, that means the highest band score for each aspect here is 6. Okay, the lowest is 0, the highest is 6. Okay, so that means if you get the highest, that means you'll be getting 18 from the assessor, which is another teacher. Okay, all right. The interlocutor, okay, the interlocutor, who is your class English teacher, will only award you 1 overall mark, okay? And the highest is also 6, okay? So only 1 mark given by your teacher, okay, the interlocutor. All right. So overall, 6 plus 18 is 24, which will be converted to 25%. Okay, so that is how marks are given. Okay, now I'll go to how it's going to be carried out. Okay, so this would be the timetable. Okay, we have set okay, since now we are having problem because there are 2 groups, so this is how it's going to be carried out. Okay, we'll start on Tuesday. Is this clear to you? Okay, hopefully this is clear. Okay, we'll start our speaking test on Tuesday. Okay, 26th of October. Okay, so there are two slots there. The first slot would be 7:30 to 10 a.m. All right, so there are two venues. Okay, 5 Ibnu Sina will be in language lab, Mama Bahasa, and 5 Ibnu Rushd will be in the computer lab. Okay. Okay, all right. Okay, so for Sina, I will be the interlocutor, and then Puan Nur Hasliza will be the assessor. Okay, for Ibnu Rushd, your teacher, yeah, Puan Zuraiza will be the interlocutor, and Mr. Rasa will be the assessor. Okay, all right. So the most each pair will take is only, it will take about 13 minutes. So the most is about 15 minutes only. All right. Okay, so group 2 will start first next week. So group 2, okay, we finish off with group 2 until Thursday. Okay, and then we'll go to group 1. Okay, group 1 will start on the 1st of November. Okay, it's the following week, yeah? Okay, but the problem is group 1, we can only carry out for 2 days because Wednesday is a holiday. It's a holiday, public holiday, yeah, for Deepavali. All right, so only 2 days. So the third group, which is Al-Ghazali, Al-Bukhari, Al-Farabi, and Fateh, the group 1 here, will be on the 15th of November. Okay, all right. So I will later share this timetable, okay, to you and also to your parents. All right. So we'll be sharing this. Okay. All right. Any questions regarding the timetable? Any questions so far? Okay, how you are going to be paired. Okay, how you are going to be paired. Okay, let me show you one sample, yeah. Okay, so this is the name list of 5 IS, okay, group 1 and group 2. All right, so let's say group 1, we have Ain, Akmal, Amar, Farzana, Ili, Husna, and so on until number 19, Daniel. Okay, all right, we will just pair you according to the name list. Okay, so you are not allowed to choose your partners. Okay, still people coming in. Okay, okay. We will pair you up, yeah, according to the name list. So Ain will go with Akmal, Amar with Farzana, Ili with Husna, and so on. Okay, so if for IS we have 19 students. So the last student, Daniel. Okay, Daniel is, I won't say given the priority. Daniel will be helped, okay, by one student, okay, by one volunteer who can be chosen by the teacher. Okay, all right, will be helped by him or her. But the second time the person is doing, he or she will not be assessed. Only Daniel will be assessed. Okay, right, is that clear? Okay, I hope that is clear. Yeah. Okay, any questions? You can straight away raise your hands and ask. Yeah. Okay, all right. Next, okay, how is going to be carried out? Okay, you will first be sitting in the hall. Okay, that will be your quarantine room. Okay, there'll be one teacher who will be, assisting. Okay, you. Okay, you are not given anything in the quarantine room, but what you can do is you can look at some. You can have some reading material because this is only trial, yeah, but for the real test I'm not sure. Okay, for the real test I'm not sure, but since this is the trial examination, okay, I will provide you with some helping words, yeah. Wait, let me see. Is everything here? Some helping words. Okay, for example, you have this. Okay, this is actually taken from your textbook. Okay, so you have some helping phrases here. Okay, for example, how to give advice. Okay, how to agree with your partner, how to disagree. All right, how to give examples, and so on and so forth. All right, so maybe you can have this, in the quarantine room. to give you, some help. Okay. All right. So that is in the quarantine room. Okay. So the teacher in the quarantine room will send you after 15 minutes. Will send a pair to the test room. Okay, room 1 and room 2. Okay, so you will first be sitting outside the room and wait until you hear the bell. Once you hear the bell, you go in. Okay, and carry out your test. Okay, all right. Now rules to be followed. Okay, now rules to be followed. Number 1, there shouldn't be any bahasa Melayu used, okay, during the speaking test. No BM. Okay, strictly no BM. Okay, all right. Rule number 2, okay, because some students they ask, can we have the short discussion? Because for part 3, for the discussion, okay, you can have a very short chat before you present. Okay, can you have that little chat in BM? Okay, the answer is no. Okay, no. Okay, even the discussion should be carried out in English. So when you are having the little chat there before you carry out, okay, it should be in English as well. Okay. Same for the other classes for partner. Yes, yes. For all classes. For all classes, we are going to follow the name list. Okay. Just now is just an example. Okay, from IS. This is going to be the same for all classes. Okay, you are not going to follow. You are not going to choose your partners. Okay. All right. Okay. Okay. Let's say you cannot understand the question. Okay, you cannot understand. Can you ask the interlocutor to explain the question? Okay, the answer is no. You cannot ask the interlocutor to explain the question to you, but you can ask the help of the interlocutor to rephrase the question. Okay, to just rephrase the question. Maknanya putting the question in a different form but then not explaining the question. We cannot explain the question to you. Okay, but we can help you to rephrase. Or if you are not clear, maybe you can ataupun you can't hear the interlocutor clearly, perhaps you can ask the interlocutor to repeat. Okay, but of course, be proper, okay, in asking the interlocutor to repeat. Okay, can you please, okay, repeat? It's not clear to me. Okay, so that will be the way. Okay, all right. Do you know the timing for each part? Okay, so the timing, part 1 is 3 to 4 minutes. Okay, this one all actually have been given to you. Yeah, this is just a revision. Part 2, 3 to 4 minutes, and part 3 would be 4 to 5 minutes. Okay, all right, so don't take too long to deliver your ideas. Okay, you have to be quick. At the same time, don't forget, yeah, all the tips given by your teachers. Okay, all right, so answer, okay, use appropriate phrases, and don't forget your what do you call that, your cohesive devices. Okay, all right, any questions? Any questions?
No, teacher.
Okay, anyone?
No.
Sure, yeah?
Sure, teacher. No
Okay.
questions.
Okay, all right. So that means your attendance is very important for these days. If you are absent, then it's very difficult to find another day. Okay, so your recess will be at 10. Once you finish, if you finish early, that means you go back to your classes. Okay, so the first pair, once you have finished, you go back to your class. Okay, second pair finish, you go back to your class. Okay, just like your PT3. All right, so go back to your class, then you will have lessons in class as usual. Okay. People are still coming in, and I am done with my, with my briefing. Okay. All right. For the second group, yeah, that means second group. I think it won't affect your recess time. So you have your recess as usual, and then you go to the hall. Okay. Okay. Any more questions? No? Puan Zuraiza, you have anything to add?
No, I think it was very clear.
Clear, yeah? Okay,
Yeah.
right. Okay, I'm waiting for questions. So if there are no questions, so I wish you all the best. Okay. Um, just remember, yeah, whoever you are having the speaking test with, okay, all right, because this is testing your skill, how well you can communicate. So it doesn't mean that you can only communicate with the pair that you have chosen. You should be able to communicate with anyone, all right, um, effectively. All right, so that is the purpose of speaking test. All right. Okay, if you don't have any more questions, I guess we'll have a photo session before we end. Sekejap. Okay, I have one already here.
Teacher,
Yes, yes.
will you give the timetable?
Yes, I'll be sharing it later together with the letter. Yeah, so Puan Zuraiza will be sharing together with the letter. That means it's official to all groups, including parents groups. Okay, the ones with their parents, so that your parents know that it's going to be, like that. Okay, so it's formal. Okay, actually, you are going to have the same for BM, but we are starting. English is starting first because BM teachers are quite busy with some other things right now. So we start first, and then it will be carried. It will be continued with BM. Okay, oral test. Okay, any more questions? No, yeah. Okay, if you want to on your cameras, you can do so. If not, I'll just print screen this. How come I cannot print screen? Jap, jap. Jap. Let me print screen. Okay, got one. Wait, another one. Daniel, did you manage to print screen some? Daniel, tip top. Thank you very much. All right, thank you. Okay, much appreciated. Okay, so I guess that's it. Okay, good night, everyone. Can have a good sleep. All right. So do some preparation here. There are many helping words, helping phrases out there in the net and also in your textbook. So have some time to have a look at it. Okay. All right. Okay. Bye. Good night, everyone.
Thank you, Zul.
Okay.
Thank you, teacher. Thank you, teacher. Thank
Thank
you,
you, teacher.
Fira. Cheering for you. I love you, Fira.
Thank you, teacher.
Bye.
Thanks, teacher.